Raheem, I think we've got your mic worked out. Give me your assessment of these numbers.
Yeah, do you have me?
Yeah, we got you.
All right. Thanks for having me, Steve. Look, you asked the question as to why Morning Joe felt the ability to spin, Charlie Kirk's tweets about getting more people out there and things like that. And look, it comes down to a lot of how the data is coming out right now, a lot of what we expect, a lot of what the graphs are showing us. And unfortunately, one of the best sources for this at the moment comes from NBC News. So you have to take it with a massive lump of salt. But what they're telling us, what the data shows us as far as their voter file data that's coming out is that in Pennsylvania, they claim about double the number of female Democrats, new voters specifically, are voting than, say, female Republicans. The numbers amongst men, pretty much the same, about ticking even between male Democrats and male Republicans. That is, again, new voters. The numbers, however, flip completely on their head when you go to a state like Arizona. What they're showing us in Arizona is that male Republicans are outstripping male Democrats by about 2-1, and that the female numbers are in about parity. That does make the case that obviously there is a lot of work to do in Pennsylvania. You can make the case, and you can break it down even further by age bracket that shows us actually that it's mostly older voters who are coming out and voting early. That leaves a huge chunk of, say, under 40-year-old voters who are either going to be on the day voters or simply not showing up at all. The Democrats will have to do a lot of work to get especially the 18 to 24 bracket out, which is really not represented at all in this early voting data that we see from NBC's election desk. So, you can spin it pretty much either way. Republicans will obviously say, look, our voter base is typically on the day. We have made some inroads into early voting. We've definitely made more inroads into new voters. And those two figures are critical, by the way, because if you were entering 2020, you would nowhere near see the numbers of early Republican voters. You would nowhere near see the numbers of new Republican voters that you're seeing right now. So there's great cause for optimism. At the same time, there is certainly no cause for complacency.
And Raheem, I want you to stick around because I want to get you back to the second hour. And Jack, I want to bring you back in with Charlie in the second hour. Raheem, did the Democrats build a firewall in the early voting in Pennsylvania? Yes or no?
No.
And why? Why you say that?
Because as I say, it's not compelling enough. The gap is not compelling enough to make me go and panic right now. You expect this kind, especially with the kind of the Taylor Swift backing and all of that, you expect a level of new female Democrat voters. That kind of thing is built in. It will already be built into the Trump campaign's equation of how this is going to go. What you need here, however, is an on the day stubbornness, and on the day, if there's an issue at a polling station, Republican voters need to be told, do not get out of line, no way, no how, even if they tell you to, just don't leave, because those are the sorts of things that will take place. Mark my words, you're going to have hour, 2 hour, 3 hour long lines, electricity will go down, water pipes will burst, poll workers will say things that are fundamentally incorrect about when people can come in, how long they can spend in there, what they can wear in there, all that kind of thing. That on the day vote is going to be critical. And if even a couple of dozen in counties across Pennsylvania, Republican voters are somehow turned away or discouraged or bored or whatever it is, then you're looking at a hiding to defeat. Right now, with these numbers, this doesn't tell me that there's a firewall for the Democrats that's insurmountable.